Hello, beautiful people. Good morning and welcome in Birmingham, Alabama. Live at the Grand Bone, at whatever hotel it is in Auburn, Alabama.
SEC. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will talk to pretty much every team today, all day on the SEC Network. Welcome to SEC Now, SEC Tipoff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Are you ready for basketball season? Because we absolutely are. Right now, a little talking season for you before we get set for all the action. Just a couple of weeks away from basketball games tipping off. Courtney Lyle alongside Steffi Sorensen, Brooke Weisbrod. Ladies, I cannot believe it is basketball season.
It's time. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go. We have to be. There's so much to talk about. Of course, the SEC expanding to 16 teams. Let's give you our starting five. I will say it was hard to pare this list down because on our call, we were just so excited about all the different things happening with this league and with women's basketball. But you got to start with the reigning national champion in South Carolina. We're going to talk impact transfers. There's also some new coaches, along with two new teams joining the SEC. And of course, my women's basketball, growing. Let's go. So, ladies, I want to start with, of course, the number one team in the nation, the defending national champion, 38-0, South Carolina. I mean, how do you top what they did last year?
Well, you do it again, and you can go undefeated again as well. But you think about the pieces that they bring back, and it was all team contributions last year. I mean, you might see a 20, 25-point game here and there, but you're seeing double-doubles across the board in true team basketball. So I look at who's coming back, right? Chloe Kids, who had a great game, who they already played last night. They played Memphis last night, so here we are getting kicked off. But, just looking at some of the stats, 74 points in the paint for the Gamecocks, so off to a good start for an inside. And that's where it starts. It's the inside play, and then you've got a great player who's coming along there, Chloe Kids, 7 of 11. How about Raven Johnson's night last night? Complete game, 8.7 boards, 2 steals, 4 assists, and Dawn's going to like 0 turnovers. So they reload, and they get ready to do it again this year.
Yeah, and the paint points, too, were a big question mark because you lose Camila Cardoso. That's the only starter they lose at 6'7" in the paint.
I mean, we kind of shared notes, right? And I'm going through the list of, what's this roster going to look like? And I'm starting to go through, okay, they bring back, they brought back everybody. I'm writing down every 1 through 15. I mean, obviously losing Camila Cardoso is huge. But Joyce Edwards last night, you guys, the way that she looked, I mean, she fit in like a glove. I mean, she looked special. So what's intriguing to me about South Carolina this year is every single national championship run they've had a true big. Asia Wilson, Leah Boston, Camila Cardoso. Who's going to be that person for them this year? I think is going to be something I'm watching for, or is it going to be a new look? Because last night, you look, Joyce Edwards, Chloe Kids, I mean, they looked really good at that 4-5 position, a little bit more versatile down low. So it's just going to be interesting, especially all the guards that they have. Like,
a little
small ball, maybe.
Let's go.
Oh, please, come on. Yeah, Dawn Staley said, by the way, Chloe Kids has been looking in mid-season form already, and we're just in preseason, so it's crazy. And you think, too, Joyce Edwards, you mentioned her, she's number 3 overall. Gillette Law and their whole staff does an amazing job recruiting at South Carolina, but they also get players to buy in, to stay, to trust the process. And remember, last season, they had a whole starting 5 coming off the bench. It's incredible that Dawn and her program get them to stay.
Yeah, I mean, and the leadership of Tahia, how and bringing along the freshmen. I think about that Final Four experience and Tessa Johnson, the way that Phil Wiley played, those two just going off in that national championship game and building off that experience. I am so excited to see the highlight reels that we're going to see from the Gamecocks this year.
And I love the fact that it comes with discipline, and I think that's what the players buy into the most, and that's why the program works. It's, hey, we embrace NIL, and if you want everything, get it done by October. Get your agent, your lawyer, your accountant, get it all set up, ready to go. So then it's just about team basketball and how you can contribute, and at the end of the season, how you can lift up a trophy, because really that's what matters. But a few full Wiley highlights in the mix, we might be ready for those.
I mean, let's go. We're not opposed to it. Yeah. Dawn Staley in South Carolina will be joining Paul Feinbaum in his first hour later this afternoon. But first up for us, we have the Auburn Tigers. They're getting set to go under Johnny Harris in her 4th season. And guess what? Tip-off at Toomers, it's tomorrow night. They're ready to rock.